Developing now, a second arrest has been made in the killing of a Spokane Valley teen.
This happened April 29th or March 29th, something like that. And then they just picked me up yesterday morning.
Coming up, we speak with the man who was first arrested and what he has to say about the charges he's facing.
One woman who thought she would be in jail for the rest of her life was recently released. We spoke with her about life outside and the recent changes to Washington's three-strike rule.
And the sun is working its way out as temperatures start to climb. We're talking a warm day ahead.
Up with KREM begins now.
The mystery is over as to where wreckage of an out-of-control Chinese rocket would land. Debris rained down on the Indian Ocean somewhere southwest of India and Sri Lanka.
Well, coming up in our next half hour, what's trending, we'll show you videos of the debris raining down, caught on camera. Plus, we'll give you details on what led up to this eye-catching event.
Wow, looking forward to that. Well, good morning. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
And Jeremy Legoo is in the Outdoor Weather Center. Jeremy, it looks like it's getting a little brighter out there.
Yeah, the sun is working its way out. Not too much in the way of cloud cover early on this morning. And temperatures starting to rise. We're at 46 degrees here in town. It's a beautiful start to the day. There is no doubt about that. Temps in the mid-40s across the inland northwest. You're already up to 50 in Wenatchee. Oh, it's warming up quick. We have a couple of lingering showers up in the higher elevations. If you're looking into North Idaho, you might be able to see, yep, I can see a few clouds off in the distance. But that's really about it. Other than that, it's all about the sun working its way back out. We'll see a couple more of those scattered showers later on this afternoon. Tomorrow, a few more of those, and then we'll really start our warming and clearing out trend as we get into the second half of the week. But for now, here's what you need to know. Temps are on the rise. We're in the mid-40s now. I think we hit 50 by 9 a.m. By 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., we're up close to 60 degrees. And by this afternoon, temperatures top out in the upper 60s here in Spokane. It's fixing to be a warm start to our work week, but we get even warmer each day all week long.
Jeremy, thanks so much. An update now to a story we've been following for more than a month. This morning, a second suspect is in custody in connection to the murder of a Spokane Valley teen.
Well, over the weekend, police in Nevada arrested a 17-year-old girl they believed who's connected to the death of 15-year-old Preston Grisgorick, who was shot and killed outside his apartment in March.
Yeah, and this morning we do have Brandon T. Jones live outside of the courthouse. Brandon, what did you learn about the investigation over the weekend?
Well, on Saturday, police arrested a teenage girl in Sparks, Nevada. According to the police officers, her name cannot be released yet because she's still a minor, but Spokane County Sheriff Department has transported her to Spokane County Jail. At this point, we don't know how she's connected to the murder, but back in March, witnesses told investigators a young woman used the purchase of vape pens to lure Preston outside his apartment the night he was killed. Local investigators have not confirmed whether the juvenile arrest in Nevada is that young woman, but last week, Spokane County sheriffs arrested 19-year-old Stephen Yoler on first-degree murder charges related to the shooting. Court documents say he is seen in surveillance video chasing Preston down before his death. Investigators used the suspect's driver's license photo to identify him in the video, and in an exclusive interview, Yoler told KREM 2 he's innocent of the crime.
If there was surveillance video that showed me at the crime, they would have grabbed me a lot sooner than over in a month and a half, you feel me? This happened April 29th or March 29th, something like that. And then they just picked me up yesterday morning.
The suspect says he only knew the victim from Snapchat. He denies any dispute with the victim. So currently, Yoler is in the Spokane County Jail. He's on a $1 million bond. They don't know when the suspect will be released, but according to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, they'll let us know when the 17-year-old teenage girl makes her way to the Spokane County Jail. Tim, Dana Marie.
7:04 now on your Monday. It's time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Up first, an Idaho man who participated in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol has his next federal court hearing today. 34-year-old Josiah Colt from Meridian pleaded not guilty to the charges against him in March. He's facing 4 criminal charges. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in prison. And today in D.C., the House Committee on Administration is scheduled to hold a virtual hearing on oversight of the January 6th attack.
Fire season in Idaho could have an early start this year. Experts say the early fire season could be the result of a lack of April showers.
Everything was late last year. So we might have a shift more towards an earlier, at least normal season this year.
In 2020, Idaho had 944 wildfires, which according to the Bureau of Land Management was a mild season. While for most of the 944 fires last year, they were caused by humans. Almost 300 were caused by ignited lightning. The Bureau of Land Management says the area with high risk for fires near homes are wildland-urban interface areas.
The Spokane Sustainability Action Subcommittee released a new plan over the weekend. Their goal is to reduce 95% of the city's emissions by the year 2050. They're asking community members to review their plan and to submit commentary by August 31st. They will also host 3 virtual workshops open to the public. More information on those and where to submit feedback can be found on the City of Spokane's website.
Gonzaga University held in-person graduation ceremony celebrating the class of 2021. This weekend marked the first school's in-person commencement since the start of COVID-19. It also made for a nice Mother's Day gift for moms.
Yeah, she's super excited. She said that there's no way she'd rather spend Mother's Day, so I'm really excited.
Gonzaga held multiple different graduation ceremonies over the weekend during the university's 128th commencement. They gave out about 2,200 students for degrees.
Big congrats to them. Well, the Spokane Shock announced they are partnering with the Wishing Star Foundation for their annual Send a Friend a Goat campaign. Basically, you pay to send a goat to a friend, just like it sounds, and that money goes to granting wishes to critically ill children. Now, this is the 16th year of the event, actually very popular. Orders, though, closed for this year to send a baby goat to a friend, but for more information, you can visit KREM.com. You can also only watch the Shock on the CW22. Their first game is this Saturday against the Frisco Fighters. Hey, and that's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Well, still to come this morning on Up with KREM, states are scaling back orders for the COVID-19 vaccine as demand for shots decline. Coming up at 7:30, we'll explain how the federal government decides how many vaccines each state gets. We'll also tell you what happens to the excess vaccines.
And a new Washington law is giving some people a second chance at life.
We are beating down a person that we have the opportunity to build up.
After the break, we'll hear from one woman who is assimilating back into the world after nearly 10 years behind bars.
And it's 7:07 on this Monday morning. Coming up after the break, we're going to take you outside and let you know what weather you should get ready for in the days to come.